DnF Duel.
Hello. I'm not gonna play online anymore tonight. I just talked to my friend who's quite a few miles away from me, and the internet is going down over there too around this time. I might have to like change my streaming time. This is like a good time for me because I'm like done with all the adult stuff. I've done errands. I've taken care of my neighbor and the cats and everything. It's a good time for me, but the internet consistently goes down, so depending on what I'm playing like this, it can be pretty detrimental. I don't wanna ruin other people's fun. Trying to play this and then my internet goes down constantly. It's probably gonna go down again, so I'm probably just gonna play Fire Emblem in a little bit. It's like, it doesn't matter if the internet goes down on that. It's a single-player game, so that might be the better plan tonight. No, there's more. Yeah, my internet always goes down at this time. It's really annoying. I just messaged my friend on Facebook, and he's a couple miles away from me, and it happens to him too. So it makes playing stuff like this in Monster Hunter difficult at this time. Oh man, I like the... I don't really want to watch the cutscene attack. Too long. I'll be honest, I'm having a really rough day mentally. I had to kind of be the mediator in a situation in my family today, and it's just draining. I've had a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. That's why I haven't Haven't been streaming that much. The channel's been doing badly. I just want to play low stress stuff, basically. Life's been overwhelming lately. I'm just gonna play some survival. Wait a little bit, see if the internet's gonna cooperate tonight, because I think playing online right now is wise. I want to. I'm having fun playing the game, but the internet is not wanting to cooperate. It's not gonna get better. There's everything going on in my life right now I have zero control over, which just makes things worse. It's the way other people act, the way this site works. I've been taking on a lot of stress from other people, and I kind of I had to stop. Because it's really messing with me. Well, the channel has just been doing horribly, and it's demoralizing, because I work on it every single day. Sometimes I really just want to give up. Giving up seems like the better choice. Both of them. I failed on both tremendously. Just want to give up on both. Only reason I stream on Twitch is because I can use the VODs. Twitch channel is never going to go anywhere. I'm streaming on here longer than anybody else. I can't get people to watch. So don't play all the garbage that's popular. I quit Twitch for the longest time. I still quit. It's just sometimes when I'm recording stuff, it's nice to have it on Twitch. I could make the highlight in the VOD. Otherwise, the Twitch channel is even more of a failure than the YouTube channel. It just does not do well. And I get frustrated, just all this site... All YouTube wants is clickbait. Honestly, I should just... want to just, like, sleep for months. Really feeling like that right now. Just sleep. Not have to talk to anybody. Not have to feel like everything I do is pointless. Well, no one watches and doesn't make any money. All YouTube wants is people just latching on to whatever the new trend is and making shit clickbait on actual content anymore. And people actually like the things that they cover. I'm not just talking about games either, it's everything. It just gets frustrating. They don't want to do that. Yeah, and do more work for barely any money. I already barely make anything. Honestly, I should just delete the channel, delete both channels, and just disappear. I work too hard for nothing. I hate YouTube. Wish there was an actual competitor. Clickbait fuckers and stay over here. playing this game right now is a good idea. I'm really depressed. It's just gonna make things worse. Just go ahead and set up the Switch. Just don't want to play with anybody right now. I'm holding back tears right now. I'm just overwhelmed, tired, frustrated. Just give me a few minutes here. I'm not in a good mood today. No, it never gets better. I'm tired of hearing that. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's not true. I'm proof that shit is not true. How long I've been trying hard and getting nowhere. Just constant failure. It's not true. I'm a good example of what happens when you never give up. It's just, things just get worse. I get really tired of hearing that. It's not true. If it was true, I would actually be successful, and I would have the things I deserve. But that's never going to happen. I'm not lucky. And I don't sell my soul to make clickbait, so that doesn't help my case either. I've had a lot going on behind the scenes, and tonight I just can't. I can't act tonight. I can't do my usual acting where I just like pretend I'm okay. I'm not. I feel like garbage. It's not just the channel either where I feel like I exert effort and I don't get it back. It's people too, like relationships and stuff. Like I exert so much and I don't get it back, and people just throw me away. I don't want people to think it's just the channel. It's it's the same problem with this channel and like my.
This isn't good.
Same problem with my channel than like relationships and stuff. Just like I just can't trust people because I get hurt. People aren't reliable. Neither can I, man. I'm not wanted. I feel like all I can trust is the cats.
So be it.
The cats won't screw me over. They're like one of the few things I can trust.
I'm ready to be battling. courage, everyone. Aryan Road is nearly ours. Keep pressing until we claim the main hall.
The King's army is true to its reputation. Even I can only stall for so much time.
They're closing in on the main hall. We must help them, and quickly. We must reach the main hall before Count Road is put in peril.
Life above all else.
I wish they would stop making Muso games from Nintendo properties. They all run like shit. And they hate putting their games on PC for some reason.
But the ground along those routes
Why can't anybody else like get them to make Muso?
the smart way and use the gates.
It's like only Nintendo, and they have the worst hardware. This game is so good, but it's stuck on this shit hardware. Like, get over yourselves and put your shit on PC for once. Come on.
Now it is my turn.
Tired of sub 30 FPS games. Like, shouldn't we be past that by now? Like, making no progress at all. Games still look and run like shit. Like, why can't Nintendo just port to PC? Why is it so hard? I don't have to play on their crap hardware.
We'll never get anywhere with that device until we deal with the soldiers around it.
Tired of 30 FPS. 30 FPS should have been gone last gen. It's not. Games still run like hot dog water. Not fun playing action games at anything below 60. I can't get this game to run on the emulator.
Serious pain. Why can't the route to the main hall just be a straight line?
I tried running this on the emulator. It maxes my CPU for like no reason. And nobody will help me.
Main gates are open. What now? I'll hold the area around the gates, Your Majesty. You keep going.
We can do this, Randolph. None will get past us.
Can we stop interrupting me? Like, come on, shut up. Stop talking. Let me play the game. Why do I need to see the Switch? I hate being interrupted in the middle of gameplay. Can we stop doing that? Okay, I get it. I get it. Let me play. Fucking hate cutscenes in the middle of gameplay. Stop doing that. Don't interrupt me for anything. Just let me play.
Maybe they call her the Silver Maiden because our hair
Fucking explain everything. It's like, I get the point. Really annoying. You're in the middle of gameplay. It's like, oh, you need to watch this. Like, no, let me skip it. I don't want to watch it. I don't care about the story. I don't care about Fire Emblem. It's a good Muso game. That's it. They do that a lot in this game. They interrupt you for like pointless stuff. Why?
Everyone, stay away from the pointy bits.
About like nobody talks. Fire Emblem is a boring IP for a game like this. What does it want me to do? You just want to kill shit. I like the levels that aren't the story levels because it's just kill things. Oh no, this fucking NPC's in trouble.
You call that fighting? The great lion has only begun to roar.
What the fuck does it want? I can't go in there. Go babysit some stupid AI. Like, no, just bring them all out at once. You could just kill them all. Fuck strategy. What does it want? I can't get in there. Fire Emblem is boring. It's just generic medieval stuff with a little bit of anime thrown in. That's it.
I take no joy in battling old friends, but I have a duty and will see it through. I must keep everyone safe.
Need Basara to come back already. Where is it? Stop making Resident Evil for like 1 second.
I never could bear to see
It's
you
enough of those games.
Not then and not now.
Like,
Oh,
can live without
very well.
another Resident Evil game. Can please bring it back?
I'll take levers and switches over more soldiers any day of the week.
Is it my turn?
It's like Mega Man. Mega Man's dead too. Mega Man is stuck in remaster hell. Though admittedly those games do need remasters, but still gets frustrating. Mega Man's been stuck in remaster hell for about 5 years now.
We must move on those gates. Time is our enemy.
The devices we're looking
This
for
level is
are
really
up on the
annoying. I
walls
want it
in
to be
east
over.
and west.
I just want to kill stuff. Large crowd. I don't want to
this is
do
where I
puzzles and flip switches.
Very well.
Do that in like any other game.
Ready for what comes.
Everything is so far apart.
Move faster. My turn.
This will help. Boring shit. No, I can't go over there for some reason.
They've been posing as civilians and should be near the main hall now.
In the name of the king, the Empire must be destroyed. All troops, advance! Reinforcements have arrived.
Then we'll stop them. They can't be allowed to interfere with the rescue.
I'm counting.
I've never
on you,
cared for
Randolph.
Battle Network,
Defend those gates with your life.
but a lot of that is because I had a really hard time in high school. I had problems at home and I got bullied a lot. I changed high schools constantly.
By the main house in town.
Definitely the worst era of my life. So
I'm sorry.
a lot of the stuff that people my age liked, like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Battle Network and stuff, I just never really got to experience. So I changed schools a lot, and I kind of became a recluse.
One is down, one is to go.
I just was in a point where I had like no escape. I felt like Battle Network just never appealed to me. I know it was big with teenagers my age back then. I never cared. I just wanted more normal Mega Man. That's all I was after. Like, what is this weird card game thing? Like, where's Mega Man X? I'm not interested in this at all. They turned out a lot of those games, though. They did like 6 of them. It was a legit competitor to Pokemon for a while, but then they kind of just stopped. And then they did Star Force, which no one liked. Star Force just looked way worse. As somebody who didn't even like the original, it looked way worse because they got rid of all the pixel art. Especially because DS had like the worst graphics. Had 5th gen console graphics, which are like the worst graphics have ever been, in my opinion. They didn't really look great when they were new, and they aged like dirt. They aged like milk. It wasn't appealing. I saw screenshots of Star Forcer. Some of my friends were playing it. Like, this looks way worse than the pixel art. In like every conceivable way. The pixel art got nerfed hard. Star Force didn't take off though. They only did like 2 Star Force games compared to like 6 for Battle Network. Intense velocity, what is that? Dodge cancel, really? Huh. I'll have to look into that.
This stronghold. Turn. Take your best shot. Forgive me, Your Majesty.
That takes care of their gate. We're nearly to the main hall now.
We must pass over those traps if we are to reach the main hall as swiftly as possible. Can I do this hint?
I think there are more devices we can disable at the far ends of the east and west walls.
Take a breather.
Well, we avoided the worst outcome. That's a start.
It seems victory is yours, Lord William.
The Empire holds the advantage. Attention all troops! We stand with Lady Edgard! Put the King's forces to rout!
You've left me no choice. Every last one of you shall meet your end here.
No, you're getting comboed pretty hard, dude. I have to disagree with you there.
Now it is my turn. There.
You got tag comboed for like a minute straight. Call bullshit.
The blood of the King of Lions wants to challenge me.
I'll have to try him.
I might actually enjoy this.
If we want to slow the enemy, we must put as many troops by the main hall as we can.
Hey, weren't there hidden stairs that lead from the east and west walls down to the fortress grounds?
Take a breather.
We are at a breaking point. All forces, fall back.
Move, Your Majesty. I will guard your escape.
That will not be necessary to do. Stay with our king and live on.
Swear that you will return to us, Ingrid. I could not bear to lose you.
Bring victory to Fargus, Your Majesty.
Now we can send troops in from the walls. Time to make the kingdom sweat.
We finally have the advantage. Let's work on securing the rest of the fortress. Is the king safe? Good. Then I've done what I set out to do.
She laid down her life to protect Dimitri and proved loyal to the very end.
Because of you, we have defended Aryan Road and many of the Empire's loyal vassals. I thank you for your valor.
I'm sorry for venting. I know people don't like to hear that stuff. It's hard for me to always act like I'm okay. I kind of had to become an actor. I fake it a lot. I really do.
I need more strength than this.
I feel bad that I vented for that long, but I'm human. Things have not been good lately. I'm dealing with a lot. It's hard to just constantly hide it and act like I'm okay,
By
and I'm
your
not. I wanted to play more DnF Duel tonight, but
So,
the internet cutting out was giving me major anxiety. It's not a good idea to play that anymore tonight. I might just have to play that game earlier in the day, like when I'm at home. And then when I come back from helping my neighbor, probably just play single-player stuff, because, you know, the internet goes off when I'm playing this. It's a nuisance. You know, my stream goes down and everything, but, you know, I can still play. I'm not, like, getting disconnected while a legendary item is on the floor, or making somebody think I rage quit. I just have to... might have to change up my... when I play games, my little gaming schedule. I might have to just switch it up. So it's been doing that a lot the past couple weeks. Pandemic hit, the internet got a lot worse because all the normies are at home instead of in bars or whatever watching football. Everybody's at home on the internet. Although here they're not even really enforcing mask mandates anymore for some reason. I'm like the odd one out most of the time. I'm still wearing masks. Unless I'm eating something. I'm always wearing a mask in public. Like, most people aren't doing it anymore.
Everything has its use.
I think a lot of people are still stuck at home. The normies had a harder time adapting to it. It's like, they're not used to, you know, being in front of screens all the time. Gaming or watching stuff. People that went out a lot and were social in a more traditional sense instead of a untraditional sense like this, the streaming and stuff.
In that case, you should just keep picking
hard.
commoners like me for all the important jobs.
Power going out a lot too, because everybody is spamming their AC really hard. It's been about 100 degrees here for a while now. It's been pretty bad. That obviously has not been helping my mood either. I wish I could just skip all these at once. So much loading and waiting.
Wow, that was a...
Takes forever to do these. Let me just bulk skip them.
Wow, that was a...
An opera company.
How many more of these damn cutscenes are there? Let me just, like, batch watch them and just push the start button to skip. I can't stand it. I want to play the game, not watch cutscenes. I want to watch cutscenes, I just go watch a movie.
Need something?
Really sucks when you have a lot of those built up at once and you like, can't play the game for like 20 minutes.
See you around. Hey there. Need something? Is this it?
I just think this is a boring IP to, like, make a Musa out of, for a number of reasons. The first is, Fire Emblem is a great series. I don't want to sound like I'm trashing on it. The problem is, for a Muso, it's not the best fit. The main reason for that is, it's just... Fire Emblem is kind of just... basic, like, Western medieval fantasy. With, like, a little bit of anime thrown in, you know, like... the way the characters look and stuff, they don't look like... They look very Japanese. You know, they have anime hair colors and stuff, and there's a lot of really attractive people on both genders. It's just like the weaponry is not interesting. Not a whole lot to work with. This game is still really good, but I feel like if they took these mechanics and put them in something more interesting, they had like more to work with, it would be like way better. But I'm definitely glad this game exists, even as I don't care about the franchise. Just because Fire Emblem went through a really rough time. The games just weren't doing well, and they weren't coming out over here. That was another problem too. Nintendo was too dumb to localize them, so they complained that no one was buying them. It's like, well, you kind of have to make them available, don't you?
See you around.
You can't expect people to buy something that's region-locked, that's full Japanese and region-locked, too. This is, like, the first region-free console they've had. 3DS was notoriously region-locked, and that was when they started to get, like, good third-party support again, so... there was a lot of stuff that only came out in Japan. I don't know, it was weird. I've never cared about this franchise, but I definitely feel for the fans, because they got treated like garbage for many, many years. It wasn't until the DS one came out. What was that one called? Awakening? That just randomly did well outside of Japan for some reason. Then they started making more of them and actually localizing them. Like, Fire Emblem fans had it about as bad as Basara fans do, for a much longer period of time. The games are either stuck in Japan, region-locked, or both. For many, many years. They would put like 1 out of every 3 games out. Path of Radiance was kind of popular, but they also made like 3 copies of that game, so... that game still gets... that game is ridiculously expensive now. It's like the price of a video card to play that game. I think last I checked, it's like over $300 or something for that game. You think maybe they would notice that there's actually a demand for it, and they would just like crap it out on Virtual Console or something, but nope. You want to play that game, you gotta cough up a lot of money that doesn't even go to the people who made it. You know, you're just lining some random guy's pockets, or download a ROM. Those are your 2 choices. Yeah, the 3DS game saved Fire Emblem pretty much. It was like the saving grace, because they were about to give up. They were about to just like stop making these games completely. That's kind of what's happening with the Switch right now too. Is a lot of stuff is popular just because it's on the Switch. I'm not saying the games that are like that are bad. It's just that the Switch is so popular. You can kind of just put stuff on here and people will buy it, even though no one but like die-hard fans cared before.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
This'll help me.
A new...
What a fact.
This is... I am capable. I didn't.
This better not be what...
There must be more to this.
Yeah, this game doesn't have that many movesets, but it does... They have a pretty consistent quality. It's just, some of them, like the mage movesets, feel shit until you get your attack speed, which is not uncommon for a Musou game, generally. There's very few Musou games that actually feel balanced around having no attack speed. This one definitely has that problem, but luckily it's relatively painless to get. You mostly just have to go in here and make sure they have the right classes and stuff, and then you push a button. It takes time, but could be worse for sure.
I'll do whatever. So...
No, the story with Fire Emblem is that the Fire Emblem Awakening, that game was just randomly popular for some reason. They like didn't, you know, Fire Emblem's like a strategy RPG. I mean, mechanically there's not a whole lot you can do about that, but for some reason that game is just like insanely popular, and it basically saved the franchise. But I feel like a lot of that is, some of it is not entirely the game. It's Nintendo treated this franchise like garbage for a long time. It actually kind of has some parallels to Basara in that regard. They stopped releasing them outside of Japan, and then the few ones that they did have, like Path of Radiance, were like a gajillion bucks for like an offhand used copy. I mean, that's obviously not going to help your series grow either. You're not making it available for people to buy legally. That definitely didn't help things. So as much as I don't care about Fire Emblem as a franchise, as somebody who's a fan of a lot of other dead franchises, it's cool to see something niche like this actually become popular and get the popularity it deserves. Get more games and have them actually localized. It's pretty cool to see. It doesn't happen that often. No. I can definitely meet this franchise the other way in that regard. I don't care about it, but I can relate to their struggles.
Time to work you into shape. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Actually, I'm curious. How much is a copy of Path of Radiance right now? I think that's the one with Ike, the guy with the big sword. How much is that game right now? I'm morbidly curious. $400! Look at this shit. Like, this is the state of retro gaming right now. Look at this! $400 used. 400 bucks. It's like the price of a graphics card for a fucking Fire Emblem game. Can you believe this? I'm not exaggerating. Look at this one sealed. Over $1,000. 210 with just a empty jewel case. You don't even get like the manual or anything. I knew somebody who had this game. I wonder if he still has it. I haven't talked to him in years, but I'm like, yeah, if you have that game and you need a new graphics card, just sell it. Sell it to some like thirsty Fire Emblem fan. Pay it off in full.
Hunger is the true enemy.
I think the price of that should convince people to stop having stop having high standards for what they won't pirate. Like,
No.
you know, it's a good game. It's not my kind of game, but I know it's a great game. I used to watch my friend play it. Yeah, don't pay $400 for that. Just go
Come back
download the
whenever you're
ROM.
hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
It's the franchise owner's responsibility to make that shit affordable and accessible. And if they don't want to do it, you shouldn't deprive yourself of the game. Deprive yourself of the game. $400 used.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true.
What's the one after that called? There's the other one, the one that was on Wii. Like, is that one crazy expensive too? I don't know what that one's called. I'm curious. Radiant Dawn, yeah, I think that one is expensive too. $180. It's looking like the average price is like $100 or more. Well, that's the thing. You can't buy it anymore. You can't buy it, like, and you don't really have any kind of nobility buying the game like that because it's just some random dude's copy. Like,
Hunger is the true enemy.
it's not gonna like influence another game to be made or anything drastic like that. Like, you're just lining somebody's pockets. At that point, I really would just say download the ROM. It's one thing if it's like legally available, you know, you can go download it for a affordable price, like $70 or
How
less.
did you know this? I can
Like, you know, the East games on Steam. Like, there's no reason to
back
pirate
whenever you're
those.
hungry.
They're affordable.
Hunger is the
They're
true
affordable, they're accessible. Especially the East games, you know, those games run on crap PCs for the most part, so you don't even have, like, that as an excuse. Stuff like Tales, Fire Emblem, those franchises have shit preservation, accessibility. It's like, yeah, just go download the ROM. Like,
Come back whenever you're hungry.
you're not gonna get crucified for doing it. Like, it's not your fault that they don't make it available. You know, with the Switch, you know, I haven't illegally downloaded anything. I've kept it completely legit. It's because, you know, I already have the games. I already bought them. Like, all I did was I just dumped them off the Switch. You know, there definitely will also come a time where stuff like this you can't buy anymore. Probably within the next, like, 8 years. Depending on what they do with the next Nintendo console. Nintendo has, like, the worst preservation by far. Pretty much every console has been a clean slate for a while now. Plus, it's actually easier to dump games on Switch than it is to
And one
go
of the
pirate it. It takes about the same amount of time to dump a game as it would to go find a shady link and download it. It really is just push a button, like... It used to be a lot harder to dump games. You needed, like, special physical equipment. There wasn't, like, soft mods to do it. You see people, like, dump Super Nintendo games and stuff. It's this huge process. And the machine is expensive and, like, fragile. And now it's just, like... Now that we have soft mods for the Switch and stuff, it really is just, like... Put the cartridge in, or download the game off the eShop, and then just dump it. It takes zero effort.
And that's the situation.
Well, actually, that's partially true. Because you do have to merge the files and stuff. But even that's just waiting.
And of course,
No, I have not heard about that. That sounds awful. What is that? The companies will do anything for cash. They'll do anything for a quick buck. It's always just hilarious when they jump on stuff like that after it's like not that relevant anymore. The whole crypto scene is pretty much crashed.
Hey there. Need something?
Since companies are late to adapt to stuff, they're still gonna try to do it. It's like...
See you around.
I know the crypto bros have been panicking because...
I carry a little of everything here.
Edible coin-shaped Twinkies. Oh, okay. I take that back then. World's so crazy right now, I kind of expected them to get into crypto. Twinkies are gross. Hot take. Twinkies are disgusting. It feels like just biting into a wad of mush. Like, it's gross. I had a couple of them as a kid, and I haven't had any since. I think they're like low-tier snack food.
Hope to see you again soon.
I'd rather just have like gushers for like the same kind of thing. It's a lot less disgusting to eat. Twinkies are low tier, in my opinion. Overrated. I can't remember the last time I saw anybody even eat a Twinkie.
Hey there. Need something?
Or an Oreo. Like, an Oreo is kind of like the same thing, but it's harder. It's a different kind of flavor, of course. But the texture is a lot easier. Twinkie is like almost completely filling. Like, the outside of it is so small. I've never seen the appeal in those things, even though I was a kid and I would eat, like, basically any kind of snack food. I thought they were always disgusting.
Is this it? See you around.
I actually disagree with most most snack food tier lists. Cereal, too. I don't eat cereal anymore. I haven't eaten cereal in a long time. Outside of, like, when I'm traveling, you know, I'll get, like, a little personal thing of cereal, but I've looked at a lot of tier lists for cereal and snacks and stuff. I'm like, I like this stuff in mid-tier. Like, that shit is good. I don't want the stuff at the top. Cereal is pretty disgusting, too. The stuff that's more flavorful is kind of gross.
We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
Like Cocoa Puffs and stuff. There was one cereal I wish they still had that I had. It was only around for a short time, but they had, I think it was called Pop-Tarts Crunch. Like mid to late 90s. They only had it for like a year. That shit was delicious. Probably really bad for you. Probably completely ravage your stomach if you're not like a kid like I was at the time. That shit was delicious. I remember vividly having a couple boxes of it when I was a kid.
We all must
And then
do our fair
it fell off the
share
face
to
of the
make
earth.
yourself useful.
Jello Pops too. Though they actually had official Jello popsicles for a short time. I'm not talking about them discontinuing it because of the Bill Cosby allegations. Like, this was way before that.
We
Like,
all must
the
do our
Cosby
fair
Show was
share.
still airing at the time. They did have actual Jello pops that you could buy in the store, frozen. Those are really good too. Ecto Cooler's another one. I think didn't they bring back Ecto Cooler recently? I used to drink a lot of Ecto Cooler when I was a kid. But then
I'm
there was
glad
like
you
a big
returned to
push to bring
Endor.
it back. It's like it's not that special. It's just juice flavored with a bunch of really bad stuff to make it taste better. It's not like this legendary thing. But for some reason they didn't bring that back for a long time. Trix Pops is another one. Trix Pops were god tier. I used to have those every day. Every day after school, I would come home and do my homework. This was when I was in elementary school. I would devour those things, and then they stopped making them. I feel like a lot of that is because they put really bad stuff in those things that made them taste heavenly, but they're really bad for you. And then there was like the whole nutrition push. Stop putting such terrible stuff in kids' food. And I think that's why a lot of that stuff got discontinued. I don't think Trix Pops are that bad. Pop-Tarts Crunch, that shit was top tier, but probably really bad for you. Like, if I tried to eat that now, my stomach would probably protest for like a whole day. I don't know, a lot of cereals do that to me. That's why I don't really eat cereal anymore. I want to look up some of this stuff while I'm thinking of it. I want to try to find that cereal. You know, some people are like really big food nerds. Wow, apparently it came back. This is exactly what I ate here. When did it come back? What? Yeah, it was only around for a year. That sounds about right, because I moved to California in late 95, early 96. And I remember the only time I had it was when I was still in New Jersey. Yeah, this shit was god tier. Just looking at it's probably terrible for you. That's interesting that they brought it back. One year. What a bomb it must have been. I wonder what the reason for that was. Probably had like freaking cyanide in it or something. Freaking nicotine. Nitroglycerin or something. Like, there had to be some reason. I remember vividly having like 3 boxes of it, and then I never saw it again. Yeah, these things were fucking delicious. If I could go back in time, I would get like a lifetime supply of these and store them in a warehouse. These things were so good. And there's nothing else like this either. Like, the shuttle, the spaceship popsicles don't have the same flavors. It's not the same, man. These things were, like, Elder God tier. Metal magnet. No, I want the actual thing. Bring it back, bastards. The popsicles have gone downhill. Alright, anyway, back to the game. I just wanted to look that up for a second. Windstorm. Huh.
Shamir, which means the attackers.
They must be the Knights of Saros' assassins. We must protect Her Majesty with everything we have.
Stop the enemy incursion. Seal up those entry points before reinforcements arrive.
Yeah, those Trix Pops were like... That was like peak popsicle right there. Nothing else comes close to those things. You got a lot of flavor out of them.
Lady Edelgard, I must ask that you remain in the throne room where it will be easier to defend you. Predict enemy moves. As your protection will require my full attention, I will remain here at your side.
I am your man.
Stand down!
Take a breather.
It was careless to allow assassins inside. We must
I honestly think that a lot of that stuff gets discontinued because they get, like, outed for putting terrible stuff in it. And there was a big push around that time, a couple years later, to, like, not put such terrible, poisonous stuff in kids' food. I really think that's the reason. It's just like there's nothing special about it. It's not made out of fucking platinum or anything. Like, it's just a popsicle. A really good popsicle, but
Good intruder.
still just a popsicle.
I'm no fighter.
That shit probably ravaged my stomach. I probably don't remember that part. I just remember loving it, and then it disappeared.
Your man. Here goes. Careful.
See, there is no depth the church will not sink to. I must do something.
I'm swapping in. Good. Just a little more and we'll retake this section of the palace. We were holed up nice and safe until they came barging in.
This will not be my resting place. It can't be.
Oh, I thought she was blocked off. I'm gonna have to do this again. Like, not paying attention. My brain is fried. Yeah, I never liked Reese's Puffs. I did have those as a kid, like once or twice.
Carry on for me.
I did have those like once or twice. They're like, they're okay.
What? No.
That was Shamir, which means the
It's like how they
They must be the
like at
nicest
fast
terraces
food
of
places,
thousands.
the Happy Meals have like an option for apples. I'm like, dude, there's two problems with that. First is, no kid is gonna take apples over fries. And even if they do, that shit's not filling. Like, that does not fill you up. You know, the fries have like actual fiber and stuff in them. They're not good for you, of course, but there's like actual sustenance. The apples are good for you, but
Predict enemy movements.
I would feel ripped off,
Special
like, if I was
protection will
born
require my full
in the
attention.
era where they started putting those in kids' meals. Like, the apples are dessert. I still want the fries.
It was careless to be allowing assassins inside.
Like,
We must
they've been under
exterminate
fire
them
about
in
that
case.
stuff for so long. I guess that's like the only way they can not get it up the ass from agencies and stuff. But like,
Take a breather.
I'll eat the fries. I'll eat the apples, but like, I still want the fries. The fries are like a big part of like what actually fills you up. Like, they want you to replace it with the apples, and like the apples have like 10 calories because they're just fruit. That's the worst thing about a lot of healthy food, is it doesn't fill you up. You can't really sustain yourself on just fruit. Like, you have to have some kind of protein or fiber.
Now it is my turn.
I feel bad for the kids that
I will show
grow up getting Happy Meals and their parents just give them apple slices. And like, you know that kid's probably going to be hungry in like an hour, right? Like, they're very good for you. They're one of the best things you can eat, but like, if you're going to a fast food place, you might as well just get them fries. You make them eat apples when they get home or something. It's kind of counterproductive. I'm not a parent, but just, you know, obviously going through childhood and stuff, I feel like it's counterproductive to do that.
good intruder.
The kid is getting way less calories, even though you're taken to a place known for a lot of calories.
Says the wolf in sheep's clothes. But sure, whatever. Where's the Emperor?
Begin.
Cheetos Paws is another one. That stuff was god tier too. It tasted like way different than the regular Cheetos. They did bring those back recently though. I seem to remember like sometime in the past decade they brought it back. I think I remember getting a couple of them. But whatever freaking poison they put in the the batches from the 90s was no longer intact. Not the same, man. I was disappointed. Like, Put the cyanide back in there. Put the nitroglycerin back in. That's where all the flavor came from. I think that's a big problem with bringing back like nostalgia foods like that. They're not allowed to put such terrible stuff in it anymore, so they bring it back, but it's like feels like a cheap imitation. They're like putting somewhat better ingredients in it, so even though it's back and they bring back the logo and you're excited to get like back part of your childhood back again, it's like it doesn't taste the same. I think that's the problem they face. They know they can make a lot of money off aging first generation millennials like me if they bring that stuff back, but it won't taste the same. The formula is going to be different. And like, even though however long it's been since it's been discontinued, you're still going to remember the taste. You're going to know it's not the same.
We were holed up nice and safe until they came barging in.
You're not my target, which means you're wasting my time. Can't waste another minute.
Slippery creature. Let's stay on guard.
Over here! More intruders!
Teams with enemies. Crush them all!
Is there even one room I can be alone?
Now it is my turn.
The enemy is trying to seize the fire orbs.
If they succeed, they'll be able to target Her Majesty. We can't let that happen.
I'll crush the Emperor's head myself!
I don't know, well, light side, a lot of people can't have Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts destroy the stomachs of some people. Just like Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch is another one. Captain Crunch, like, ravages some people's stomachs. It's a miracle that it's been around since, like, the 70s. It's something that, like, a lot of people just aren't compatible with. I think more people can digest Reese's Puffs than Pop-Tarts. Some people can down Pop-Tarts, like, without a second thought, but then there's other people who get, like, they feel like shit after just eating one. I'm not talking about, like, an unhealthy amount, like, the actual serving size. Like, one serving. I think in general more people can eat, like, Reese's Pieces than Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts definitely ravage my stomach. I have them very rarely. And if I do, it's like one of the, like, dollar packs. Yeah, some people just have the genes to eat Pop-Tarts like crazy. I think that's part of the reason why that cereal didn't take off. Captain Crunch is another one. Captain Crunch is a stomach destroyer. Like, some people are impervious to it. Like, they can down, like, a box of Upsal berries and be fine.
These aren't assassins. They're an army.
I definitely feel bad for the kids that get apple slices with their Happy Meal. Like, dude, that kid is gonna be
Everyone to me.
yelling at you for food in like an hour after they go to McDonald's. Like,
Well, that can't be good.
just buy
Maybe
apple
using
slices
magic
from the
to see
store,
attackers.
give them the fries, but then like reinforce to them that they need to have some fruit. Because apples have like 5 calories. I would not want to teach my kid to like get apples at McDonald's. I'd make them eat the apples after, but no, still have the fries. Because the fries actually have calories, so kid's not gonna be crying bloody murder in like an hour.
I'm glad you took care of those reinforcements. The last thing I want is more work. Turn. That takes care of the rabble, which leaves us with the true problem at hand. We'll not escape our... Clutches this time.
I am your man.
They're really keeping the heat on. All right, time for another approach.
Enough of this. It seems clear the enemy won't come out of hiding until I do.
That may be true, Your Majesty. But is it wise to place yourself in such peril?
Come here. Do it.
Turn. It's a trap.
That should do for now.
Skies were meant to be secure. Take a breather. Traitor in our
It's brave of you to try and lure us out. Such courage will cost you your life.
It seems Red is not playing around.
Pop-Tarts and Captain Crunch, I think, are like, they feel like the stuff that goes viral these days, like how stupid it is, and you question like how dumb people are. Like, Captain Crunch and Pop-Tarts kind of feel like that. My roommate, he used to eat Captain Crunch, and he would completely destroy his stomach, he could still eat it.
A wise man is ever ready.
The stuff they put in Captain Crunch, just some people's stomachs don't agree with it.
You're taking a beating, Catherine. But don't worry, I've got your back.
You shall not get in my way.
It is strange, Shamir. I heard you quit the Knights of Saros, yet here you are.
Well, someone's done their research. But yeah, I'm just another mercenary now.
Then let me make you an offer. Come work for us, and we will spare Catherine's life.
Don't listen to him, Shamir! Hate me all you want.
That can't be good.
Run, Catherine. I'm staying. Don't make me drag you out of here, Shamir.
I wonder who's gonna play this game like 36 times to get all the Merc whistles. Because they're very clear when they tell you, when you give that whistle to somebody, you don't get another one for another playthrough.
Has been quelled, but we allowed them far too much leeway.
There definitely are some characters that have crap abilities, so you would never...
Still, you saved my life. Which
You
means
would
my
never
path for the future
realistically
remains intact.
try to get it,
Thank you.
give it to them, but you're still looking at like maybe 20 playthroughs. I definitely would wait. Probably beat the game a couple times and get the good ones.
Did you hear?
So they have to make it easier to get those. Once per playthrough is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. Good.
I don't know. You can actually plow through it pretty fast if you buy those whistles. The whistles basically just let you do the main battles. None of the side missions you have to do. So theoretically, you could beat the game in like probably like 2 hours, I would imagine. The problem is that the New Game Plus in this has Tales of Grace's syndrome. You have to play through the tutorial every time, and that takes like a good 20-30 minutes. And that's gonna get really repetitive. They need to make it like Tales of Grace's F, where they made it so you could skip the child part, the childhood part.
I'm told the secret.
I feel like they need to do that. Because it's like still legit forcing you to go through the tutorials. I'm like, dude, I just spent 20 hours beating this game. I think I know how to play it. Like, I might not know everything. I'm not like a master at the game or anything, but dude, I just beat the game. Like, clearly I have a grasp on the game mechanics. Could you like not do that? Like, let me just skip to the part where I choose which army I'm gonna be under. Really strange decision. It even tells you too. It's like, well, why can't you just skip that part? Like, you're not carrying anything over.
Shall we? I have a strategy.
Hey, so
What if we try? Just leave everything to me. Shall we? What do you think?
Hey!
Alright, who should I give that to? Probably him, to get the attack speed. You got any other suggestions from Mawagre? I can't just save it, because... Well, actually, I guess I could just save it. I'm leaning towards this guy. You know, I love my attack speed. Feels like the best choice this playthrough.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid. No. Did you...
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff. I see someone has been digging into...
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
You know, there was on the topic of snack food. There was this amazing, like, actually good for you fruit snacks that I had as a kid. I recently found them again when I moved here, about 10 years ago. They're called Fruit Jammers. They, like, had, like, no junk in them at all, as far as I know.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Then, like, immediately after I found them, they stopped making them. Those things are really good, too.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
I feel like if you try to make a healthier snack food, you're always going to have competition with the other stuff, because it's like, it's more expensive. I've been trying to snack a lot healthier. Most of my snacks I get from the health food store these days, and like, that shit's expensive. Like, a parent barely scraping by taking care of kids is like, they're not gonna buy that. I guess that's the problem they face. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna get those kids something from the dollar store. I wonder if they still have those. I was shocked when I had them like a decade ago. They actually did not change the formula that much. It actually felt very similar to, felt pretty similar to what it was when I was a kid. Yeah, here it is right here. I wonder if anybody has had these. God tier fruit snack. The grape ones, oh man, so good. Out of stock. Yeah, they stopped making them recently.
This should come in handy.
Can't let this power go.
Prowess. Yes. I work.
Training can be... With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Alright, Mawagre, who should I give the whistle to? Should I just give it to him? Or is there a better choice? You seem more knowledgeable on this than I am. Otherwise, I'm just gonna give it to that guy, because he has the attack speed. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give it to him. I think that's the wisest choice. I will play through this multiple times. Because eventually I'm gonna run out of stuff to buy in the Renown shop, so I'll basically just be skipping everything that's not a main battle. I think that is, it's actually a wise choice, so let's go do that right now.
Unbelievable. Let's...
Oh, I don't have A. How far am I into his support? I get annoyed with this because there's too many cutscenes. Oh, it's locked. Alright, well, let's just continue then. I want to get that assassin chick a better weapon.
Hey there. Need
Let's
something?
see. Where is her weapon? I think she's actually going to be one of my money makers, so I should give her something better. It's the best thing I got in here. Swords need some help here. You know, I'm thinking I might just upgrade this a bunch. So this only takes smithing stones. Just use that for now. What? Really?
Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Is this it?
Alright. How much will it cost to max this out? 128k. If I have any trash I can sell.
See you around.
Let's earn our keep.
Oh, that guy, the pink-haired guy.
I
Yeah.
will stand strong
Yeah, I know what
against
you're
the
talking about.
Together, we will turn this disadvantage back in our favor. my...
Now it is my turn. I will
Back. You may trust in me.
take a breather. None shall surpass me. Let us stand together.
Guard your back. I'm swapping in. Shall we begin our attack?
My turn. Wounds are severe. My turn. I have to fall back.
Many thanks. Follow my lead.
Take a breather.
Is it my turn?
You know what they say about playing with fire.
Leave it to me.
Use this stronghold well.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
No, not yet.
Assistance, please.
Follow my lead.
Yes, I will be joining you. Farewell. Would love to help.
I gotta fall back.
Every life, equally fragile.
I could learn a thing or two from you.
You won't lose, no matter what.
Leave it to me.
This victory is for Bridget.
My turn at last.
I'm dragging the others down.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
My turn.
I'm dragging the others down.
Your man.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Let us use this for the glory of our army.
Shore up our defenses! Flame Spirit, grant me ferocity. Iron Spirit, take my enemy's life.
Such an achievement. Shortly, your name will go down in the annals of history.
A taste more bitter than blackest coffee.
We're not losing to anyone. None shall surpass me.
Each battle, a victory.
Impressive.
I want to see how much money I get after this. If it's a significant amount.
Leave it to me.
Maximize the money gain.
Yes, I will be joining you. You are mine. Third round.
How much money did I get for that? It looks like a lot.
We did it. We held with strength.
Great.
Oh, wow. That basically doubled the money. Actually, it did double it. A little over double. Like 110% or something. Not bad. So I think the best thing to do would be to give her the sword that doubles the hits.
Right. Right.
Greetings.
Let's see, I gotta get like 128k to max out her weapon. So, I'm actually gonna... I would skip these levels, but I think if I actually play through these, instead of using the skip tickets, by the time I get the main battle open, I should have enough money. Because she's using a rank B weapon, so you can just use smithing stones, which are a lot easier to get. How do you level up unique abilities? You need to unlock the tactics NPC. Let me finish this fight and I'll show you, okay? So let me finish this. I'll go back to town and I'll show you.
We must use
But yeah, you need to have that NPC, so you gotta progress in the game
We appear to be
far
at a
enough.
disadvantage. Let us turn the table.
It's not that far, it's like chapter 5 or something. 5 or 7. I don't remember which one.
Begin. Our team.
I've been in grind mode for like 10 hours now, so... New player experience is kind of not something I remember. You guys go over here,
Now it is my turn. The
farm some more money.
Take a breather. Watch out!
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
I am your man.
Right on. Don't mind if I do. None shall surpass me.
Lend me your strength.
Swapping in.
Let's face our foes as one.
Position secure.
My turn. Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy. We have done it. My turn. Your man. Sit. I'll cover you. My turn. Here I raise the banner of the Empire. Take a breather. My turn. Take a breather. I am your man.
Is it my turn?
No, not yet. To me. My turn at last.
I'm swapping in.
My turn. I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough. My turn.
I'm swapping in.
Is that all we've got?
This victory is for Bridget.
Nice one.
Alright, I'll show you right now.
Good luck was on my side.
I'm gonna need a lot of money, so I'm trying to plant the seeds for that next playthrough.
The Imperial...
Do you think this might work?
Okay, so one thing I should tell you, I really recommend maxing out as much of the camp as you can, because these materials are useless after you max out the camp. Actually, I'll show you right now. Like right now it says I can expand the facility, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, but then all the other materials, you turn them into smithing stones, because you can use the stones to get any other material.
Supplies are the lifeblood
actually,
of an army.
What a coincidence. This is max now. I have like very little left that I can
Supplies are the
upgrade.
lifeblood of any army.
Camp is almost maxed. So what you do is you go to deliver resources, and you get rid of all this stuff. Like I have 42 of these, right? And she gives 3 per one, so it's 126 right there. Boom, 874. This is actually the best way. If you want to like actually make builds and stuff, max out the camp as soon as you can, because this stuff is all completely useless after you've maxed it out. There's no use for any of it. So every time you clear a chapter, you're going to be getting, without grinding anything down, you're going to get like at least 100 smithing stones. Where's the tactics lady?
Everything has its use.
Right here.
My instruction comes at a high price.
So you go here, and then you You go to the character like her, I'm gonna max her out.
A new power is
And she's a gold farmer now.
A new power is now being mine.
So once you unlock the Tactics NPC, you have to upgrade it, and then you can get these on everybody for a small price. So there's lots of really good stuff in here. Unique ability is the best one to go for first, for most characters. Ability slots you obviously want. Increased stat limits, you have to unlock that. It's honestly better to wait. Recovery items I don't really think you need. Low priority. Especially as you want to go for S ranks anyway, so... If you're healing... you're probably not getting S ranks. So... A little bit counterproductive. But it's there if you want it.
Time to work you into shape.
Well, at least it's over. This power will...
Training can be... With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Oh,
Hey, Manuela?
Yeah, your first playthrough, you don't want to skip any side missions. Because the side missions are where you get the upgrade materials for the town. And the faster you max that out, the faster you can max everything else out. The town is super important. Especially if you're going to play this game more than once. Like, you need to max it out as fast as possible. Because then all the upgrade resources just turn into stones.
Hey.
And then the stones are exchanged for pretty much all the high-tier crafting materials. So when you start maxing out items and stuff, you're really going to want it. That's kind of how they trick you in this game. It's like the higher-end crafting materials are really hard to find, but the trick is you don't bother trying to get them from fighting. You get it from exchanging the stones. At best, the maps give you like 3 or 4 of them at once, which is like, that's like enough for one upgrade. Like, if you try to do it that way, you'll be playing this game until you're in a retirement home. You gotta prioritize the town above everything else.
This war is ours to be won. Let's earn our keep.
In other words, the crafting materials basically just become stones, and you use the stones to get everything else.
Trust in me. Your man. Take a breather.
I'm swapping it.
Boon for our future.
All enemies will be falling.
How to counter super armor? Tag and use your R1s. Here, let me find an officer, I'll show you.
Leave it to me.
This guy's almost dead.
I'm swapping it.
There's also moves that are guaranteed to put them up in the air.
Adequate.
So if you want a combo, you just use those. Let's try it on this guy.
My turn.
They can combo fine in this game. You just have to put a little bit more thought to it. The first game was so easy to break. I think they wanted to teach people to do more. I guess. It was a big turnoff for me at first, but after I played the demo a couple times, I kind of understood how it works.
That was nothing.
Let me find another officer, I'll show you. This move right here, the big fire kick, it launches up in the air, guaranteed, and it exposes their gauge. It's like an instant combo starter. They're just going to expose their gauge there and hit's done. So you can tag or do an R1, or do an R1 and then tag, and then you can do whatever you want pretty much. A little bit different from what we're used to, but it works pretty well, I'd say.
It is certainly worth an attempt.
You're being overwhelmed. Find your courage and fight. This victory is for Bridget.
The skill of Bridget's warriors is a marvel to behold.
Hey, he's getting taken for a ride. Hyper Armor did not save that guy.
Begin.
The game does not tell you that. It doesn't tell you that. It just expects you to bang your head against the wall with all the super armor. It makes the game feel really bad, but then you learn how it works, and it's actually quite fun. I tell they want people to, like, engage with more of the mechanics in this game than the first one, which is so easy to break. You never really needed to use the tagging or anything. In this game, if you know how to tag, then things are a lot less threatening. It's pretty interesting. I've seen a lot of people complaining about the armor. Like, you just have to put in a little bit more effort. That's really all it is. It's just the game is very obtuse and doesn't tell you how it works. So, at first glance, this game seems like Tales of Arise in terms of not letting you have fun, but there's a lot of fun to be had. You can combo pretty much anything.
We're not losing to anyone.
This game does not gatekeep the fun. It just seems like it at first.
Take a breather. Let's link up. Witness our power. We'll do it together. I've got you now.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
I am your man. Take a breather. My turn. My turn. Let us stand together.
No one is matching us.
Unique movesets are unique classes.
Will regret this. Be gone.
So some of the main officer guys have
I'm sorry, but
they have unique movesets in their classes. But if you take them out of that class, then they're just like everybody else.
Swapping in.
Like the main character. You know, they're the only character with that twin sword moveset. But if you take them out of that class, then they're just like everybody else.
Our fight is for a cause of nobleness.
So most of like the main guys have a unique class. And then there's the class-based movesets, and then there's a couple extras too that you can unlock.
Very well.
Hey there. Need something?
There we go. That's maxed out now too. So that's just more trash materials I don't need anymore. And just easily just funnel them into other parts of the game.
Is this it?
Yeah, plus 47 now. See, isn't that easy? Now she'll actually do more damage instead of being a dead weight.
See you around.
There goes all my money, though. Money went bye-bye.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
I imagine with DLC they'll add a couple more movesets to round it out, so that the character to moveset ratio is a little bit more balanced. But this game doesn't have a season pass or anything right now. Which, if you go look back at Age of Calamity, they didn't have one for that at launch either. I believe it was announced later. I don't remember. I like to try to forget that game, because it made me legit nauseous to play. Terrible frame rate.
I'll do what I've got to do. That's it.
This game is definitely way better.
Trust in me.
That game was fun for what it was, but man, the technical problems and the progression was really bad. It felt like a huge step backwards. Dude, if you only have like 60 hours of content in your game, I should have like everybody maxed out by that point, not one character. I shouldn't be legit like done with most of the content in the game and only have like one decent character. That's how you know your grind is too strong.
This place won't be a problem.
I don't know what they were thinking. That game, arguably, you need attack speed in that game more than any other Musou game. Because it's how you break open the gauges and stuff. You can, like, infinite loop the bosses if you have enough attack speed. But it's like this insane grind to get it.
We're done for. The rest is up to you. Lost? But how? None shall surpass me.
Our fight has finally come.
This demands it. Let's get started.
Another problem with Age of Calamity is it didn't really feel like a Musou game. There were so few enemies on the screen, and like the frame rate was terrible too. There were barely any crowds in that game. It was basically just a boss rush, and the mechanics are really good, but felt like a fake Musou game. Yeah, on this you got crowds and you have like challenging boss fights that aren't pushovers.
Wounds are severe.
Just a straight better game.
Still improving.
Your efforts lift everyone's spirits. I, no exception. That was adequate. You shall not get in my way.
Is it my turn?
Time to make a name for ourselves.
I don't know how long I can hold out. Help me, please.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
The grind in this game is, for what it's worth, it's still a grind. But like, you can actually see that you're making progress. Like, I just like almost... I gave her a huge attack speed, attack power boost right now. Like, just from playing the game. It's guaranteed. There's no RNG. I love a grind as much as anybody, but I need to feel like I can actually make a dent in it in my lifetime. That was precisely the problem with Age of Calamity. You could play that game for like 200 hours and not get an attack speed weapon. And attack speed is like the most broken thing in that game. Like best in slot for every character.
My turn?
My turn at last. Retreat! Let's carve a swath through the battlefield. My turn.
That was nothing for me.
Take a breather. I'm all right. I am your man.
allow me to fight alongside you.
I'll win the next one too.
I don't know, for DLC for this game, I think they need to make it easier to get the whistles. Maybe have some kind of way to get exactly what you want on a weapon, because that's definitely something you can't do in this game from what I've seen. But they can do those with patches too. They don't need to put out DLC for that. Pretty sure the main thing they'll focus on is movesets. I think it's like a 50% ratio for movesets and characters in this game. If they can get it to like 60 or 70%, I think that would be pretty good. Because this game has a lot you can do, even though there's a lot of clones. I don't want to see any more Muso games with clones unless they're like this game, where there's actually like more depth to it. Like, okay, they attack the same, but you know, the way that I build the character makes them completely different. Ideally, there'd be no clones, but from a realist standpoint, I'd like them to tackle the problem that way.
Begin. Our...
This is bad. Take a breather. Out of the way. This place won't be a problem anymore. Take a breather. Now it is my turn. Go for it. Don't mind if I do.
Can't fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
There's nothing to boast about. On to the next one. My turn.
You are truly a force for reckoning.
We're not losing to anyone!
But I gotta fall back.
None shall surpass me. You have done it.
I'm swapping in.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Let's get started.
You shall pay my you hear? I almost feel sorry for them.
My turn.
Retreat! We're done for. The rest is up to you.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Not a problem.
I don't know how long I can hold out. Help me, please.
Take a breather. Sir! Severe. Fall back. We did it!
I'm swapping in.
We're done for. The rest is up to you. Right on.
We managed to pull through.
Wow, it really does give you like double. Which one are you talking about when the officers show up and you get stuck in that long ass cutscene? If you're talking about that, yes, you can skip it. You can skip that cutscene. It's in the options. There definitely are a lot of annoying interruptions, but yeah, you can turn that one off. Believe me, I'll show you where to do that. It's right here. You gotta go to settings. Turn off encounter and death cutscenes. You can't skip them once they appear. Yeah, that stuff's a buzzkill.
We have a duty to fulfill. The fight starts now. I'll do what I've got to do. That's it.
Do you want me to lay an ambush?
I shall never back down! You got my back?
Now it is my turn. I will...
Assistance,
Trust
please.
in me.
I'm swapping in.
Take a breather.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Take a breather.
This is all my fault. Swapping in.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Is it my turn? Is it my turn?
This victory moves us closer to great things. I need more.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
I only have 4 upgrades to go. Oh, 5.
Let me know.
And
if
basically
I
everything I earn from the materials I'll just turn into stones.
Need something?
I think I should probably just max out this weapon first. Let's see, what's the best way to go about this? She's gonna be the moneymaker. $311. Hot damn. She definitely needs more of that, so we're gonna do that right now.
Is this it?
That's not bad. 325 and 262 basically means she won't run out. We'll see if she's got something that generates more hits. Wonder if she can get Astra. That's probably like the best thing, because it generates a lot of hits. Oh, she has this. She got that. I forgot about that. Now, which one should I take off for that? Yeah, let's put that on. Wind Sweep is like the first thing you get, and it's like one of the most busted things. It does 2 things. First is it instantly launches enemies in the air. The second thing it does is, for some stupid reason, when you tag in this game, the combo counter goes away. But since this is a persistent hitbox, the hit counter will still go up. So you can actually proc 2 hit-based abilities with 1 attack. It's ridiculously strong. Anybody that can get that is going to be a good combo character. Either for like styling or for trying to get stuff. Alright, well that should be a pretty good setup. Probably need to start pumping some stats into her. She has like no strength. That's definitely one thing I wish they would change, is the hit counter should stay up while you're tagging.
Let's earn our
You
keep.
basically have to proc it twice. But with the wind tornado, you can actually kind of get around that.
I will find a weakness in the enemy.
Right.
You can rely on me. Never back down. You got my back?
Begin. Our
You may trust in me. Your man. Your man.
None shall
So this is defeat. I'm sorry. I'm swapping in.
We're at a disadvantage there. Must fight with caution. How can I face my comrades after this?
We won't lose, no matter what.
My turn at last.
I'm swapping in.
My turn.
Position secure. Thank you for your protection, Flame Spirit.
Right?
I see. Right.
How about it?
Alright, chapter's ending, so I gotta farm the renown and then do the training. Alright, so actually, what does she have?
Welcome. Welcome. Nothing but the best for you.
Alright, so this is kind of a rip-off too. You can get like 100 of those things. Just getting rid of all the building materials. Kind of a bum deal.
Nothing but the best for you. Thanks.
Town is like the most important thing in this game. Because it's how you
Allow me to assist
You
with
get the
any
rest of the
matters
stuff you
regarding
need.
The facilities.
I'm just gonna get the rest of these right now. So I need 11 of the lavish building material and then 14 of the purveyor's license.
Let me know if I may be of further service.
Sooner I'm done with this, the better.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
What's the last thing in here? Oh, healing items. I don't even care about that. Because you want S ranks, which means you don't want to be near death in the first place. So
Let me know if I may be
that
of
stuff is
further
legit useless.
Supplies are the lifeblood
All right,
of any army.
I can get rid of all the other stuff now. And none of this has any use anymore. You can't do this faster, can you? Gotta go slow. Well, there. Maxed out again. The most expensive stuff is the building materials, ironically. And they become useless like halfway through your second playthrough, so that is the best way to get this stuff. Trying to get it through actually doing the maps, it would take like the rest of your life to do. Because you need like 3 of these for every upgrade. Like, it's nowhere near
Everything
enough.
has its use.
But if you get rid of all those stones, then you can pretty much just stack them. Alright. I gotta do all this boring stuff because the chapter's ending. You don't want to waste the points.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I could never get results like this alone. This'll help me.
That should...
Honestly, that was kinda lousy.
Training can be the difference. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
I'll watch a bunch of cutscenes now.
Care
Great
to make
fun.
yourself useful? We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
Get like 1 to 2 renown every time you do this, so that adds up to like
Make yourself useful.
about 20 per chapter. So you definitely want to do this. Although by the end of my first playthrough, I spent like none of this currency at all. I was able to buy like almost everything.
Care to make yourself useful.
I think they assume you're going to go in there and buy stats, but honestly, your first playthrough, it's a better idea to just not do that.
We all must do our fair share.
Just save it all, and you can buy like most of the
Hunger is true
characters.
enemy. Come back whenever you're hungry.
Go here and farm another 10 renown.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get that kick, you can juggle anything whenever you want. There's like no limit to it. I think the axe movesets are the worst, because they're really slow. We definitely have to use somebody who has attack speed with the axe movesets. The spear is alright. Definitely the sword and the spear and the martial arts are like the best overall, I think. It's called Flame Whirl Kick. You get it at the end of the martial artist tree. It's basically a wind sweep for martial artists. The wind sweep does the same thing. It puts them in the air instantly, so...
Indeed. Will soon arrive and...
Our enemy has placed Baron Mateus front and center, while Gerald's mercenaries are over with... Now it is my turn. I want the main position.
You may trust in me.
We have no option but to defeat the enemy commander, Rodrigo. Anything beyond that counter requires careful consideration.
It'll take time to ready a power.
This cutscene fucked up my combo. Okay, I get it. Skip. Like when you push the start button and it pauses, it's like, they're aware. They're aware that shit sucks. Like, no, you gotta watch it.
Now there's a pitiful man. You're the lord of these lands.
12 chapters, I think.
Shore up your defenses. Do not permit the enemy to break through.
If we take down the strongholds surrounding it, we might convince him to lay down his arms.
Begin. The sky.
Loose your arrows. Kill anyone who dares approach me.
The enemy is clearly desperate. Though, those projectiles will admittedly slow us down.
Who are these wimps?
I can't believe it's come to this. I got this.
Enemy stronghold will be ours. I'm swapping in.
Take a breather. From surrender. Now it is my turn. Ender had he lived. But, oh well. Done is done.
Anyone mind if I hide out one of these?
Now, let us bring it down. My turn at last.
Our swift strikes will be shaking the enemy's spirit.
Greatness demands it. My turn.
Good. We've decimated the enemy's forward position.
The Emperor's roster shames the rest of us. I must find a way to distinguish myself.
Continue to the northwest and finish that path to the shoulder.
Now it is my turn. There is...
I knew the Baron wasn't up to the task. We'll have to forestall the enemy ourselves. Move out and attack.
We have hidden sorcery engineers in this area who are preparing a fearsome attack that will lay waste to the It did not take long for the enemy to spot our engineers. We should stage a rescue if we can. Take a breather. We intend to use their talents to ravage the battle with devastating now.
Their absence will completely alter the tide of battle. Rescuing them should be our top priority.
An enemy detachment on the rear?
Take them out now. We can't afford the risk.
Nice.
We're getting beaten back. We can't leave this position undefended.
I said I'd hand them the victory. And I'm not going to back down now.
I am your man. He's at least semi-reasonable. If we can pin him down, I think he'll listen.
Thanks for the rescue.
There is not a question of can. Only a matter of will. Leave the surpass me.
All safe. Nice job.
Please tell me you're not pointing that thing at my beautiful face. Unless we have control of the area, our enemies. I'm tougher than I look. None shall surpass me.
I've heard of you, Yuri. Perhaps we can forge a new arrangement that benefits us both.
Well, my turn. I guess I would prefer not to get butchered.
I'm gonna stop the enemy here.
We've cleared a way to the shore. We can attack from the east now.
Finally,
My turn.
form a pincer and bear down on Roderick's position from both sides.
It won't last long trying to hold them off from two directions. My turn.
We've come to help, Lord Rodriguez.
Not a moment too soon. Let's show them the steel Vargas is made of.
Oh, thank you. I wish I had your strength.
breather. Take a breather. Out of the way!
Alois has arrived. Better late than never. None of you knaves shall pass. I come bearing reinforcements. Now go and help your comrades.
My turn. We have nothing to fear from that rabble. Now remain calm and take the stronghold.
Ugh. That's one beating too many. I leave the rest to you.
I don't care who you are. You go no further.
There's no avoiding a fight with the Ashen Demon now.
The Empire will not be impeded.
I'm taking as many of you down as I can.
Here to end you for good.
Then do it, if you can. I've never faced a challenge like this.
My turn.
I can still win this. No, not again. I have to get out of here.
Happy to see the demon flee, but that erratic behavior concerns me.
For me, you must be eager to die. Follow my lead. Are you ready? Victory will be ours! This is war! This is nothing. Take a breather. No, not yet. Forgive me, Felix. Protect His Majesty. And Boris.
The enemy commander has been defeated. Grant no quarter to any soldiers who refuse to surrender.
I leave to take care of one backup squad and come back to this? What a mess. Time to send a few of you to the grave before Rodrigue gets lonely.
Well, now we know what happened to our reinforcements.
I'll remember agreeing to take the rear. I'll have to charge double for this.
The Ashen Demon might have gotten away. You'll make a fine substitute.
Stronger folks than you have tried to fail to claim the Blade Breaker's head. That's not good. Too late to get away now. Ugh.
Randolph.
Good.
War.
I'm not...
To kill. Was... I will take all the strength. enemy commander.
Are you prepared?
No, brother.
The nearer we get...
I have the most brilliant idea. I have an idea. This tactic could work.
Shall we?
Time to work you into shape.
Yeah. This.
Hey. Put it.
This should.
I'll take.
This.
This'll.
Time to work you. Can't wait to see how you do.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something?
You know, I'm gonna reforge this a couple times. Cause I can always just put this sword on somebody else. Like, there's nothing stopping me from doing that.
Is this it?
On the next playthrough, whatever the sword user is, just deck him out pretty quickly. That's what's good about the crap weapons, is they have a lot of use at the beginning of the game. Flame kick, yeah. One of the best moves in the game by far. Very strong.
See you around.
Care to make yourself useful?
I gotta eat first.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself? We all
Until I'm
must
getting
do our
tired,
fair
I keep
share.
going the same menu.
Hunger is the true enemy. Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
What?
Yeah. Salt.
I can tell.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is great.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyed? How'd you?
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Yeah, next chapter is the last one. And, Byleth. If you save Byleth, you get 2 extra levels. 2 extra fights, I mean. And you need to do it at least once, so that you could get them in your party. And get all the stuff off them. But after that, if you're just trying to beat the game, it's better to just kill them. Because otherwise it adds like a good 20 minutes to your playthrough. I actually did it. I got the good ending the first time without even knowing. I didn't look at any guides or anything. Yeah, basically, you don't want to do that every time. It's just going to make things take longer. This game is heavily designed around beating it multiple times, so they want to make things take longer than they have to. Probably by the next playthrough, which I probably will do. Shouldn't really need to do much. No, it's like Tails. It's like Tails, but there's no grade shop. You can choose to not carry over things if you want. It's actually pretty nice. It lets you choose. The thing that sucks about it is it takes like half an hour to get your stuff back. Because they make you play through the tutorials for some stupid reason. But yeah, you can carry over basically everything. You basically will need to beat the game at least twice to max out the shop. Alright, well, we'll finish this later. Yeah, that's enough of this for tonight. It hasn't shown how long I've been playing with it for about 30 hours. And once you max out the shop, I think the third playthrough, it's going to be a lot like Tails. Takes like 2 playthroughs to get all the good stuff. And then from that point, you can just like skip most of it and do cleanup. That seems to be how this game works. Because once you max out the town, basically you can just get all the best materials for free. It's pretty much every chapter you're going to be having at least like maybe 200 smithing stones. I feel like they didn't really balance it properly because the smithing stones are better than everything else. The amount of materials you get for just beating a level is pitiful. Even when you get an S rank, you get like jack shit for doing it. Whereas if you max out the town and then just trade in all the materials, you have more than you know what to do with. You'll have more materials than money. The economy's a little bit jacked up in that game. I think I'll do like one more DnF duel match, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. And that'll be it for tonight. It's already 3 in the morning. Refresh that.
DnF Duel.
Yeah, there's a lot more that you can do with it. That's what makes it better than Samurai Warriors 5. You had like barely any movesets, and then a big chunk of them are shit. And then a lot of the unique attacks weren't good either, so you had even less to play with. You had so few viable options. Whereas with Fire Emblem, there's like a lot that you can do. And even though there's clones, like you still have options. They're not all exactly the same, and you can change how they play. It's just the lesser of two evils for sure.
Round 2, fight!
Can't attack! Everyone has better hitboxes than me. Why does this game not have air blocking? I keep getting killed because I try to air block. Like, why does it not have it? I think a game like this would have chicken blocking, but it doesn't. That should have hit. That's bullshit. They walked right into that. I put, like, honest character like this. Everybody else's screen-sized hitboxes. Crashed again! Wait, what is wrong with this port? It's the second time tonight that's happened. Why is it crashing? Alright, well, I'm done for tonight. We'll continue the grind later on both games. We'll continue the grind on Fire Emblem and DnF Duel later today. Good night, folks.